Hi, I'm Barb, and I'm going to be your guide through the second half of this course, the section where we look at young adult and middle grade literature. I'm usually going to shorten it and just say young adult, but anytime I say young adult, feel free to throw in middle grade there as well. I just had a couple of things that I wanted to tell you about that they're too weird to write, I guess. So the first one is time spent in class. Assume that this is, 3-hour class. If we were meeting face to face, you'd have 3 hours of class time, and then assume 2 hours of classwork for each hour of class time. So that gives you a grand total of 9 hours that you should spend on this a week. Now, if you are doing all the work and you get to 9 hours and you're still not done, email me, talk to me about it, because it shouldn't be taking you that long. I don't want this to be onerous. It's a great topic and I want you to enjoy it. Conversely, if you are finding this is going great, I can whip this stuff out in 6 hours, feel free to put in more time. Just read another title from the small groups, take part in the other discussion. We're going to have 2 split discussions because there's so many of you. So if you're in, group, they're going to be split up by which of the book discussion books that you're reading. So 2 books will be in one discussion, the other 2 books will be in the other discussion. Feel free to look at the other group's discussion. You're only going to get graded on your discussion group. But as far as the book discussion goes, you can get anything that you put in the book discussion. So if you want to read another title, go right ahead. But 9 hours. So just sort of be cognizant of that. The second thing, this is actually my second try at making this video because I looked at my list of things that I wanted to cover and it looks like I wrote spectacles don't exist, which I know to be untrue. I'm wearing some right now. Spoilers don't exist. Don't worry about spoilers. It's so frustrating when somebody's making a great point in their research, in their response paper, or somebody's saying something in the discussion, and they've really nailed something, but then they say, "Oh, but I don't want to spoil it." Go ahead and spoil it. If people, we're going to have in big capital letters at the top of every book post, you're going to write the title of the book. So if somebody's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm not signed up for Codename Verity, but I really want to read it someday," they're just not going to read the Codename Verity discussion because they know there's going to be spoilers in it. So you go ahead and spoil the living snot out of it if you like. Speaking of the book discussion books, there's one for each week. You've signed up for them, hopefully by now. And what I would urge you to do, since vacation week, we're taking the week of March, whatever it is, the week before the second section starts, you have that week off. That's the Salem State vacation. So I would urge you to read ahead, to finish your book 9 book during that week, because otherwise you can't jump right into the discussion. You have to, you're like, "Oh, I got to finish this book." And then, when it comes time to write your response, you've got to make sure that you've got everything done. It's a nice cushion to be. I would urge you, I'm not going to say you have to do it, but I'm saying if you got a brain in your head, you're going to try to do it because it really does make the week flow better if you're ahead with the book. The other reading, you can, do that piecemeal. It's much shorter. Some of your discussion may overlap, and that is fine. We're in the class discussion where you're looking at, what you've discovered in your own exploration and what you've read in the articles and things like that. That discussion, if you, want to write something about the books that you found in the discussion because you found something great and you want to share it, feel free to do that. Also, for your book group, a lot of people come up with some really creative ways of looking at the material and put that in their response essay or project, and then they feel like, "Oh, it's double dipping if I put that in the discussion." But I'm the only one that sees your response essay. So if you have a great idea and you want to share it with the group, it's fine. I mean, I don't want you to cut and paste huge chunks of your essay or what have you and put it in the discussion. But certainly discuss the themes, discuss the ideas that you come up with that you're exploring in depth in your own writing. Feel free to do that. Okay, those are the only things that I have that I don't have listed below. The rest of this is an introductory breakdown of what the class is going to be like. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me. And I will see you, I think it's the last week of March. Looking forward to it. Bye.